The Daily Mail took a stab at solving Australia's housing crisis. Let's take a look at this.
Australia's housing crisis isn't just bad. It's a looming national disaster, and our politicians keep making it worse.
That's because everything government touches, they fuck up.
The security and stability that comes with a roof over your head.
Albo wants BlackRock, Vanguard and State Street to own those roofs over your head, not you.
It isn't just about housing. It's about the collapse of a promise that if you work hard and play by the rules, one day you too can own your own home.
That's because your government, successive governments, Liberal, Labor, all of them, ripped up the social contract. That's the contract that you have between yourself and the government. They provide you the opportunity to grow, thrive, have a family, build a business and protect your property rights, and you promise not to lynch them.
For anyone who buys a home now, young Australians, they're in a situation where half of what they earn goes directly to the bank via their mortgage payments.
Who's benefiting from that? CBA just announced a $10.5 billion profit for the year. $10.5 billion. Your Australian banking sector is one of the most profitable in the world, and home loans make up 80% of their lending. It's not in their interest to lend to your small business that might want to grow, expand and employ Australians. All they care about is propping up the housing Ponzi scheme, making houses more expensive.
Politicians roll out new schemes, but most just feed the problem.
The worst thing you can possibly do when you have a shortage of something, a housing crisis for example, is fuel demand. 5% deposits do nothing but fuel demand. They haven't done anything to help increase supply.
The Reserve Bank says the same thing. It's demand-side sugar, when the real problem is a lack of supply. Meanwhile, building approvals keep sliding, down 6% in August, with apartments falling the fastest.
Building approvals are collapsing because no one can finance the projects anymore. And even if you could finance the project, you can't get the damn things through building approval anyway. You can't get anything approved. We've layered in so much red tape and regulation in these building approvals now that it's almost impossible to get a permit.
Government's promise of 1.2 million new homes by 2029, well, that's just pure fantasy.
I've been making videos for 2 years about that fantasy that this government has been living in. For 2 years, I've been blowing the horn as loud as I possibly can, letting you know that this government was never ever going to achieve 1.2 million homes.
For young Australians, they're absolutely starting their lives, their working lives, behind the 8 ball.
Remove demand, you open up supply. So first of all, we've got to shut the gates and pull back on the 2.7 million temporary visa holders in the country. Then we need to remove some of the construction compliance in this country. We need to pull back to a building code that's actually understandable and usable, like 2011, because the current code is nuts. Just doing those two things alone would solve your housing crisis in 18 months.